Totally forgot to do my hair. Wow, wow. I could wear a hat, but it's hard to see because I can see the live feed over there, and I'm like, yeah, but then I cannot see how my hair is looking. And pixelated, I totally don't know what I'm looking at. At least the microphone's working. Hi, Cosmic, good to see you. Before I go, well, why today was a shitty day. Well, let's wait until I'm unpixelated. So, hey, I can show you a brand and it's not showing. Personally, yeah, I'm sort of okay. Sort of okay. It's been a rough day. I'll go into details as soon as the pixels are gone. Because it's kind of like a serious subject, and the pixels kind of ruin the mood. But they cheer me up, and always good to see that you're here, Cosmic. But yeah, today could have been better. So this morning I got a call from my mother that her dog, well, technically my dog or my son's dog, uh, he went to the vet, and I knew that was happening because he was crapping all over the place, not feeling well, not being happy. Uh, all the standard symptoms that you know that a dog isn't feeling all too well. So dry nose and all that sort of thing. So she called me, hey, are you working from home? Can you bring me to the vet? And I'm like, sorry, I have a meeting at that time. I am working from home, but I have a meeting. So yeah, so somebody from her building could drive her, so that was nice. So that meeting was done, and 10 minutes before a new meeting happens, she calls me and said that, well, it's over. She put the dog to sleep. Apparently, there were signs of cancer. His head was basically tilted, not straight. So there was a lot more wrong with him than we even anticipated. So the doctor said, well, I can give him medication against the pain, but that won't work if he keeps letting everything go whenever, whatever. And yeah, and maybe something to hopefully hold everything in for a little bit longer. Uh, but yeah, that's just prolonging the inevitable. He will still not feel happy and everything. Um, so yeah, she said, just want the dog to have a good quality of life. If that's not feasible, yeah, then the vet said, well, then the best thing is just to let him sleep and go to doggy heaven if such a thing exists. So yeah, I'm not as sad as I was this morning. Of course, I have had some time to process it. And thank you, Cosmic. But yeah, there are better ways to start a day, right? So yeah, I've been distracted with work, not doing work, but also yeah, just being distracted. So yeah, yeah, it is sad that I could not say goodbye. I had a nice relationship with the dog, even though technically it was my son's dog. Well, if you go even further, technically it was my ex-wife's dog. They got a dog, what, 8, 9 years ago. Dog would have been having his birthday, I think next Thursday or the Thursday after that. He would have turned 9, so not that old for a dog. Um, well, it was a little rut. I don't have a picture ready of him, otherwise I could show it. It's a nice little mutt. I think I have one on my phone. I will talk and look for it as well. Can I search for anything? Locations, activities, selfie. Well, probably will be in one of the selfies if it's one with the dog. Well, this is one with my son. That's somebody else's dog. That's Dave Lucer's dog. Oh yeah, I have one picture of him. Not sure. That's him. He was a cute little dog. Always happy to see you, and but yeah, that went less and less. So yeah, the dog was already less happy when my father died. Uh, he noticed that there were changes. He had to move twice because my mother moved twice. Stayed with my mother, but yeah, basically it was the dog of my ex-wife. But the brothers and sisters of my son, they were not that careful with the dog. They were a little bit too playful, playing catch literally with the dog, which yeah, is not the case. So the dog had to go away from there, and so my son took the dog over. But since I was away from home for like 18 hours a day, because I had to I had a huge commute at the time. Not as much anymore, but yeah, I had a huge commute. Um, and my father just, well, he was retired, and we thought, well, at least it would get him out of the house because he has to walk the dog. Uh, so yeah, that's why he stayed with my parents, and after my father died, he stayed with my mother. And yeah, he was already a little bit down after that. After my father was gone, you noticed it made a big impact on him. Basically, because my father technically raised him, right? He was the one walking him every time. He was the one where he sat on the lap watching TV and all sorts of things. He was also the one that he listened to. So, yeah. But the last few months, he was going down way faster. Normally, when we came in, he ran towards us, picked up a toy, and said, well, throw the toy because I want to play catch. Last month, not so much. He did walk towards us, but that was it. He didn't grab a toy, he didn't run as much. He had issues jumping on the couch because, yeah, well, the couch was like the dog was this size and the couch was this high, so yeah, jumping got harder and harder. He had some goo coming from his eyes that used to be tears. That's a little bit infectious, and we kept cleaning that because it dried up and then it had some issues. But another vet says, well, that's no issue. And apparently now it was black or blackish, which basically means there is some sort of cancer behind his eyes. So yeah, it was better just to let him go, to let him sleep, release him from his suffering, and that's the best for him. My mother is not taking a new dog in, but even though she did complain a lot the last few months, because yeah, every morning she had to pick up, clean the crap, what, because yeah, she would go outside. He did his business while walking, and then middle of the night he did more, and yeah, cleaning that up every morning at 5 or 6 a.m. That's no fun. And yeah, he wasn't being his happy self or anything. He didn't want to go outside. She really had to drag him, so she was kind of annoyed, and now she's like, oh, I'm gonna miss it. Because every time she went to the kitchen, he followed her in the hope that she would give him a slice of meat, a little bit of sausage, anything. So yeah, that's the one thing she's gonna miss. So when we went there, so when I was done working, I did some stuff for my channel. I had to mail some publishers, but after that we went to there, got some Chinese food, and yeah, my mother was getting Chinese food. We already drove there. I got into the place, and she already changed everything. The bench was gone. The pillows were gone. The toys were gone. All in her bedroom. But she already moved everything. Like, you couldn't tell that she used to have a dog. But yeah, I think it will hit her tomorrow morning when she wakes up, and basically she might gonna miss not having to clean up the poop, which sounds weird, but that is a thing. So yeah, I have a picture to remember him by. My son has also a lot of pictures. You could get his ashes, you can get him stuffed, all those things. And apparently some of those solutions are very pricey, and we didn't want to stuff him because that creeps me out. And also my mother. But yeah, apparently the vet put him to sleep, and now it's going to this city. I don't know which entity within the city, and then they're gonna cremate him, and just there is a certain area where they throw all the ashes of all the pets that people don't want the ashes from. So, and that's basically the cheapest option. I have the ashes of my father. I don't think I would have liked the ashes of my son. My son, of course. I hope my son doesn't die before me. That's sidetrack. I misspoke. Of Max, which was his name. His name was Max. My niece wanted a paw print, but apparently they were too late to get that done. But she will get something else to remember him by. I did not know there were that many possibilities. I was surprised. So yeah, we played a game. We played Wondrous Creatures, which I won the last time, but my son crushed me and my mother. I had like 79 points, my mother had like 82, and my son had almost us two combined. He had 150 something. And that's why I started a little bit later. Yeah. You think your fat office will make paw print ornaments? Well, that's an idea. Yeah, so much is possible these days, right? And at least I have a proper picture of him, and just need to make sure that it's not only stored in the cloud, but also somewhere else, because yeah, at some moment it will say, well, if you want more space, it's gonna cost you. So, and I want to stop before that hits. So, okay, that was the sad part. Done. Let's try to make it a nice and happy stream. I know a lot of AI stuff is happening. I had a lot of discussion about the usage of AI in a Dutch channel. So a lot of Dutch and Belgium content creators, they don't shy away from using generative AI. I try to avoid it as much as possible. Sometimes something slips through. It happens. It's gonna look more realistic, more better, and more refined than it used to a couple of years ago, of course. But we had a big discussion, and some people were like, why are people downvoting the new Concordia from Awakened Realms just because it uses AI? I'm like, well, it's people's prerogative to do so, right? If you don't like a game because it uses AI, you don't like a game. It feels weird. You should also merit the game mechanics, but then you have to play it. So, but yeah, that's what you get. And then there were some people like, yeah, small publishers cannot exist without AI. And I'm like, I know a lot of small publishers that do exist without AI. Yeah, but I need 300 unique artworks, and I will not be available to afford that. I'm like, maybe figure something out that you don't need 300 unique pieces of art, right? Maybe it's a design flaw that you do. You restrict yourself by forcing yourself to use whatever, Midjourney, ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever. But you don't have to. You're leaning already on it. If you let go, then you can be more creative. I'm currently starting to, well, I'm already designing a game, but I'm coming back to it every other week because time. And I refuse to use AI, even as placeholders. So, yeah, that's why I avoid Awaken Realms. It's not like they use AI, generative AI, in every project, but they are so pro generative AI that I just avoid it anyway. It's like, yeah, I have to check every time in the FAQ if they use AI. So, because apparently with the Labyrinth, they are not. I'm like, who's gonna pay that much for a game of Labyrinth? I'm sorry. But people were already complaining that the Robinson Crusoe version, which I do have, was overpriced. And also, I have a couple of games from Awakened Realms that I bought before they jumped on the AI wagon. I got the Castle Burgundy nice version, not the fully 3D models. I got the acrylic tiles, but the rest I do. I used to have a couple of games of them. I sold them. I still have some Tainted Grails expansions somewhere that I forgot to sell with the rest of them. ISS Vanguard I still have because I haven't finished that game, but that will be sold as soon as I'm done with the campaign. And then I have also this War of Mine, which they collaborated with, and yeah, I think it's a solid game. It's not one that I would put on stream. No, because no, then I'm gonna sponsor Awaken Realms. But I will play them. I won't take pictures. It won't be on any of my socials. But I will play the game from time to time. So yeah, I did mention them already today. So enough about that. So yeah, we had a big discussion, and then some publisher weighed in. And like, I'm a small publisher. I refuse to work with content creators that use AI, and I also refuse to work with artists that use AI, because if you use AI, you're not an artist. Then I had a whole discussion with somebody who said, well, you're an artist if you make a prompt and then the art has soul because you made the prompt. I'm like, does a brush have soul just because you painted with it? No. Only you didn't do the painting this time. You typed some words. You were an author. You weren't an artist or anything. So, yeah, there was a whole discussion. And some people were pro, a lot of people were against. And truth is, it's getting more and more integrated with whatever we are doing. Like, I have to turn off a search engine just to make sure that Gemini isn't doing an AI search. And stuff like that. And there's so much currently that has AI integrated into it. And I wish it wasn't so. Wow, that was a rant of 20 minutes about my dog and AI. Shall we just go to the games? It's not much because last week I streamed at Wednesday because I skipped a day because I wasn't feeling all too well. So we have one day less, which also means we have a lot of less pages to go through. Luckily, there are some solid campaigns to look at. So let's get this started, shall we? Oh man, I need to get a pillow for this thing because it's not as soft as it used to be. The rules, like I said, the big one. You already know it. AI means bye-bye, generative AI. Of course, if I am drawing, technically I'm using AI by saying I want a drop shadow of that. It's not like I'm drawing every pixel. Technically, there is some sort of AI or at least some sort of program that looks, oh, you're using this border and now I have to do it like that. That's a tool. I'm not saying I want a complete object with light from that and this color windows and no, that's a different thing. That's no longer a tool. So yeah, there's that. So AI means bye bye. I will look at Kickstarter and GameFound. As far as I could tell, there is nothing new on BackerKit right now. There might be in the future, but not right now. I will open like 10-ish of them in separate tabs so the navigation won't mess up anything because that sucks. Because then I have to go all the way back to the thing. This is not, yeah. GameFound, BackerKit, Kickstarter, they are not meant for this type of streams. I'm like, why not? A lot of people watch this. When I look a day later and I see how many YouTube views I got, I'm like, sure. And if people are currently now watching on YouTube or later, if you haven't subscribed, please do. That would be nice. That would be so much appreciated because, yeah, if I want to get free press tickets for Spiel, then I need to have at least 1,000 followers, and I'm nowhere close to that. I think I'm at 30 something because, yeah, I don't promote my YouTube as much as normal. Luckily for Twitch, I'm at that level, and for Instagram, not even close. Instagram, I need to be at 5,000 before they accept me. So it's a weird mismatch of everything. So yeah, I will open different tabs. I will not do any language that I will butcher. So I will focus on English, which I already butcher enough, and Dutch, which I'm allowed to butcher because that's my native tongue. I will not open anything like special card games. I'm not sure what this special card decks, tokens, 3D printing. Do we have a 3D printing? Yeah, we have a cottage like here. Coins. Coins look nice, but you can see what you get, so you don't need all that information from me, right? And also, I am not an authority to do so, to talk about that. And especially RPGs, there is so much around it and so many AI usage that I will just stay away from it. And I think that has covered everything. So let's start. We have Xorakas because, yeah. Cosmic, what were you saying? It says ... And that's RPG. Gorgeous text, ready to mess with your games. What type of games are we talking about? This looks like tarot cards. Space Dwarfs. Plexi figures. Chibi All Stars? No. Oh, my YouTube link. Well, it's in the beginning and at the end of the video. So you can check it there. Basically, it's youtube.com/@DutchYodasPlays. No, not Dutch Yoda's Place, but Dutch Yoda Plays, as in I play, not it's a place. That could have worked either way. Tides of Time, an immersive cinematic social deduction game. You know that Tides of Time is already in game, and I'm looking at it right there. It's a game from Portal. We got a pin-up thingy. Diceocracy. Didn't that game already exist? Power to the pips. Okay. Then we have Palm Print Medieval Guildhall. Become a founder of Palm Print's medieval style Guildhall. Okay, that's a working club. Drushes, Scatter Terrain. Shadow Broom. Okay. Hong Kong Hustle. Of the best-selling Italian game book. It's a game book, so it's not a game, I guess. Date Drop, a card game about harvesting dates. I was thinking it was some kind of dating thing. I'm a date drop. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I dropped my date. I was like, I'm not doing this. That was a different date. Isn't date the fruit with a D? D-A-D-E? Or is that also D-A-T-E? Okay, we have cheesy cheese because well, not so cheesy cheese is not cheesy. Midsummer Whisper, a poetic Lenormand deck. I have no idea what they mean with a Lenormand deck. Path of Bones, strategic card game, print and play. Did I say that I will open like 10ish of these? Super Smash Bay. They don't look like the Super Smash people that are in there. Gourmet Pizza card game. That's not... And Dice Towers. Always nice Dice Towers, but... Kill the Queen! Well, we have a king over here. That's not happening. Shinobi Trading Cards board game. And Minoya. The speaking memory game of children. Oh, it has NFC chips. Okay. Who am I? A card game. Well, you're already giving the answer. Sorakas. So. They have nice session. Am I in a different time zone? Where are you, Risto? Are you in Estonia right now? Because yeah, then we are in different time zone. Social media, search goes how to play. Characters, skill decks. Fantastic game. Ben. Ben who? It's so nice that you mention a name about a quote. That's always nice. But if we don't know who Ben is, that doesn't work. So you are in Estonia. Cool. Yeah, if I don't know who Ben is, then it doesn't mean anything. I don't know the credentials of Ben. I don't know how credit-worthy Ben is. I'm like, yeah, could have been anybody. To be fair, I have to think really hard to find about if I think about a Ben that I know that's in the board game space. So I know one Ben. And Isaac who? Isaac Childress? Then yeah, this would have some weight to it. If that's Isaac Childress. But now it just says Isaac. Sure. Simeon. So I'm feeling we're just picking names from the Bible right now. Michael, see, also from the Bible. What is this small text? And this is small. How large is that thing in real life to be reading? Oh, Reed Johnson. No. And then everything fits together. Nice. Know how to play whatsoever. I'm not saying it does has AI art, but it could have been AI. But they're not telling it, and you have to tell it on Kickstarter. You have to mention it. Also, currently on Board Game Geek, or since I don't know, a year or something, you can mention that you use AI generative cards, artwork, or whatever on your BTG page for your game. I think you should, so people can make a well thought of decision. But yeah, this one is not doing it for me. Then Tides of Time. Whoa, this looks so AI. Risk, environmental, and come on, this. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the. I'm gonna get it real close. Don't worry, but I have to pick up the original Tides of Time. I don't think it's definitely not the same game, but yeah, this is the Tides of Time from Portal. It's a totally different game. It has a seal of excellence, but Dice Tower. Just a couple of cards, a couple of tokens, not much. Ethan has a pencil for the score block. It's a two-player game and basically a tug of war on cards. You have also Tides of Madness, which I thought was next to it, but apparently not. Where the Cthulhu mythos is weaved into it, which I think is the better version. Came here to do my license, hopefully coming back in a few months. Okay. But this has AI written all over it, so even though they don't say it, I'm not convinced that it's not. Diocracy. Nothing about AI. Okay. 18 created. They did another Diocracy, right? It has to be because the name. Yeah, see, Diocracy. I'm like, I knew that something was. Oh, Hidden Ark is also from them. Okay, cool. Let's go back to the campaign. Text and images. Because, yeah, why use the text that we can provide Kickstarter? So people can easy copy paste text, use it for our promotion or whatever. New Diceocrat, a copy of Diceocracy and the expansion. 54 euros, $65. The dollar is going down the pooper. Okay, how to play. Send out your representative to one of the districts with its own unique blend of dice in action. Take a demographic die, from the district and leave your rep in its place to influence the district. Place the die on your candidate board and make it your die to follower. It may trigger actions and help you with political stunts, and you may now use the action from the district and the place die follower. And those actions are popularity. By the way, the font is like this big. Advertising, political stunt, fundraising, focus, manipulate. Yeah, I think I wasn't sold on it. Only 600 copies left. Ooh. So if there's something you would like, maybe. So this is not a dual layer board. It's a single layer board with cutouts, which still works. So you don't hear me complaining. Let's make it pop ultics. Vote Valentine Tempest. And then there are some videos that they are creating them themselves. I see that less and less content creators are being used for these kind of things. And I think that I can understand it can be costly. Of course, it costs money to promote your stuff. But they are professionals, most of them. I wouldn't call myself a professional. I will take an as professional approach as possible. But yeah, then again, I don't charge that much. So yeah, this game is not doing it for me. And then we have Shadow Broom, a 1 to 6 player co-op. And I don't see anything about artificial intelligence being used. Game components, what's in the box? All the artwork is made with love by humans. Well, thank you. That also tells me. The box and the spill-proof insert. So Barnes, if you ever should get this game, you can shake it. It's spill-proof. Side A. Standard layout. Side B. Challenging layout. See, I knew you would like that. I'm not sure if you would like the game, but at least the components stay where they are. Acrylic standees. Love acrylic standees. I really love acrylic standees. It's not the best for top-down view. Sometimes you have to lay them flat, which, yeah. But yeah. I love to play with them. Sometimes it's way better than miniatures, and it's way cheaper. Use the difficulty mode, lock doors, about the game, anatomy of survival. Wow, my English is also going down the crapper right now. Like I said, I butcher English as well. Not really in how to play thing, and then there's a lot of text. I hate the boring part. Looks nice. Feels AI, to be honest. Do they have an FAQ? How difficult to learn and play? Will to know the language currently? Only English. Yeah. It's not like these couldn't be done by a human. So date drop. So date with a T is also the fruit, right? Or should that be with a D? Because in Dutch it's dadel, so D-A-D-E-L. So I would suspect that it would be D. Yeah, same spelling. Okay. Then yeah, then the pun makes even more sense. Because in Dutch, yeah, it adds a D. It's time for the annual date harvest. 2 to 6 players, 10 years off, 50 minutes. And sure, put some dates here. Makes sense. Even though this looks more 3D render, but yeah. Fast-paced card game. Okay, how to play. At least that works. The side menu works, but yeah, it's a lot of text and images. Click here to read the rules, or watch the video below. And then we get an about me. If you say watch the video below, I'm expecting a video below. I'm not like, do I still need to read the QR code to open the video? Don't say watch the video below and don't have it below. It's Spielwarenmesse in Germany. That's one convention I have never been to, even though it's just as close as Spiel. What else did he design? Heliographical Historian, Urban Catch, Usoli. My secret weapon, you. Your font, busy. Games made in what? WA. That's. Is that Washington State? I always forget that Washington is also a state. And that Washington D.C. is not in Washington. No, since Australian dollars, WA is something else. I don't know all the areas in Australia. Something like West something? I don't know. Get them all for 90 Australian, so 56 euros, so that would be 65 US. Or just one game. Ships anywhere in the world. Well, technically it's not true. I know that war zones are excluded, of course. So yeah. Too bad. I don't know how to play this game. Okay, expands Toasty Toasts. Up to 6 players. So Cheesy Cheese expands Toasty Toast. I never played Toasty Toast. Say cheese. Oh no, somebody's taking my picture. 3 types of cheese and 1 butter. And I cannot read these cards. It's too small. Additional toppings, 1 bonus card, new action cards, how to play. Your goal is to earn the most points by making the yummiest toast. But be careful, other players can mess with your toast and nobody knows when the game will end. Keep you on your toast. So yeah. If you add cheese, you draw 1 more card. And butter is considered a type of cheese. Well, it's considered something, but why am I not getting anything out of the straw? I can clearly feel that there's more coffee in there. Right? Yeah, quite a lot actually. Now you're empty. Okay. Butter type of cheese, we have cheddar, we have brie, and I'm guessing they're making a Gouda, but why does the Gouda have a red skin? Gouda just has a yellow skin? Or does American Gouda have red? This, I did not know that. Read the rules, watch how to play a video. Yeah, let's not do that all. I hate to do that. Midsummer Whisper. Shall I compare you to a Midsummer Whisper? Beautiful illustrated Lenormand deck. So that sounds like you're talking about tarot. 25 ring, 13 child, 34 fish, 28 men, 29 lady. Yeah, the artwork is nice, but it doesn't feel like I'm actually looking at a card game or a game. Path of Bones, print and play. A card game, okay. Oh, we got one. We have used AI as a creative tool and assist with visual development, but specifically AI technology to help to generate the artwork for the characters. And bye-bye. Gourmet pizza card game. Okay. Grab a slice of the fun, a friendly gateway game, and a great filler for gamers of all tastes. Okay, nothing about AI. Oh, I've seen these images. So you're making a pizza when the slices are there. So multiple ways to play. That means competitive, cooperative, and solo. All nice. Simple way to learn. Rules. Yeah, don't do the rulebook. The turn structure, we have a draw phase, draw 1 card from the deck, build your pizza. Mandatory, because without pizza you cannot eat anything. Discard phase, getting rid of some cards, and end turn, pass the next player. So yeah, you're really making a pizza. But yeah, I'm not sold on it. And then these are other print and plays that they used. But, yeah. I like the pizza idea, but yeah, we already have New York Slice, which I think is the best pizza game out there. So, and it's that good because it's that simple. Kill the queen! Rules. Read the rulebook. Imprison subjects and nobles, manipulate the royal council, permanently kill anyone, and shape the kingdom your way. Okay, play in action, discard the played card, draw 2 cards plus 1 any extra cards as a result of your played cards. Discard down to the hand limit. And that's how you play the game. Yeah, I know I am anti-AI, but please also make sure that you have nice artwork. If you are using artwork, please, please, please. Yes, yeah, this is not doing it for me. Shinobi trading card games. Oh, this uses AI. Wow, it also is like bland. In my project, I should be capitalized. Use AI should be capitalized to help format my printing software for TCG. I would capitalize that as well. Measurement and layout costs because it is hard to find a good trading card game layout software for printing original ideas. That's not true. I can find one in like 5 minutes. Not doing it, but yeah, I have already found one when I was looking for card layouts. So, yay. Miona, speaking memory game for children that uses AI. Some audio elements were generated using AI tools and edited. Moving on. Who am I? A card game. Want tarot cards? It's your role. The level up. That's D&D, so that's RPG. Visit the lab on Science Day. Escape room. Okay. STL files. An ongoing fantasy gamebook series in the style of Lone Wolf and Fighting Fantasy. Okay. Pirate Borg. Everything that's Borg related is basically an RPG, so we can skip those. STL files, Drain Ball, Rival Mode. Marbles, Drains, and popular games in slice of life comics with. This is comic books. This is comic books. Bug detectives. A medical education game. I would say IT, but it was a different type of bug that we're looking for. Play unsafe. Always be safe. Classic book about playing tabletop. This is a book. Well, we don't do books. Gremlins Galore, a tabletop gremlin war game. Eldritch Care Unit regenerated. Hey Timey, how are you doing? RPG, STL files. Mythic, a tabletop folklore card game for 2 to 5 players. No, I wanted to do this one. Yeah, thank you. You have dice fishing. I know there will be a game that I know Bonds touched because I already saw the game. I didn't see the Bonds worked on it on the page because I didn't look at the page, but I saw it on Bonds' channel. Secret Villain, the card game of teamwork and betrayal. Break of Dawn card game. Wild West Shootout. We're still not at 10 by the way. Impropriety, a Regency era game of story, scandal, and sabotage. Black Ballad, Illiterati, Red Herrings and White Roses. Reprint plus expansion. Apparently Illiterati did very well for itself. And I was talking about this game. We're almost there. Next set. Buns. I expect you to be on that page. Well, I checked. the page, the games that I have worked on, and I'm not mentioned anywhere. Getting ready for some board game night. What you playing, Slippers? And thank you. Okay, no AI. Who am I? I have a dream. Martin Luther King. Float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. Muhammad Ali. To be or not to be? And that's wrong! Oh, that answer is wrong. Because William Shakespeare doesn't say the line. He wrote the play in which the line is in. And I believe... Is it Hamlet? I'm not sure. I'm not that familiar with which line goes where. I know Hamlet is out them spot, right? But William Shakespeare wrote the quote as part of a line of a play. It's not the person that said the quote. So I consider this the wrong answer. But yeah, party game of famous quotes. I'll be back. You could say Arnold Schwarzenegger, then I would say, yeah, that's the actor at least. But if you say the Terminator, that would also be correct, right? And these are so small that I cannot see. But yeah, this is a knowledge type of game. It's a trivia thing. It's not going very well. And I'm not surprised, to be honest. Okay, think out. A creative escape room. Also not doing very well. And they have a Spanish version. Well, that's perfectly fine. That's doable, but I will look at the English one. Aeon's End campaign. Cool, Slivers. Cool. I haven't played Aeon's End at all. I have it on Steam, though. I could play it on Steam, right? You start with a hilarious, insane scientist. Player number 1 and master of the game. Also not owner. And then up to 3 players per team. So basically you need at least 3. Your goal will be to go through the lab, earn more test tube points, solving ticking clock riddles, and designing the best invention to solve a problem that drives the scientist crazy. You also have 1 minute riddles about scientists. Fast team shuts time and wins test tubes. Refilling. Okay. Generate ideas, storage room, final verdict. I don't know what to think of this game. I think I need to see a playthrough of these. If you're unlucky, then you stay trapped as a human guinea pig forever. Ooh, that's a really mad scientist. Eh, I hope they do better. It's not 100% appealing to me because it needs too many people, but yeah. After the shower, listen. You will listen to me under the shower? Wow. How loud is your phone? You can hear me over all the water falling. Bug detectives. The Apocalypse, a medical education game. Well, they are funded, but who the hell created this word? Is that proper English? Okay, how to play, game setup. That's not how to play, that's how to start playing. You can search, select one infection card or scientist card to add to your hand, or relocate to replace all the infection scientists in a game area next turn. Refill game area as needed. And then do the match. What if I go wrong? So yeah, you have to do a little bit of set collection. Cat scratch is a match. Match the cards by the icons. And the game will end after 10 rounds. Yeah, no. Then we have Gremlins Galore, a tabletop gremlin war game. Risk, story. Come on! Lazy page. First created. He should have not created anything at all yet. Moving on. Mythic, a tabletop folklore card game for 2 to 5 players. Again, oh, I was like, oh no, only risk and environmental. That's what you get when you only have one side menu like this. Just the two simple things that were already there. And then your page looks like this. Count Dracula, Loki, Zeus, Robin Hood, King Lycaon. Oh, there's a Werewolf King, I guess. How to play. Choose your champion in their people deck. Draw from your ally deck to summon reinforcements. Pull items from the deck for game-changing artifacts. Not sold on the artwork or the layout of the cards. HP, strength, dexterity in a, that almost feels like you're doing an RPG. My stomach is acting up. We'll continue. Dice fishing. Dice fishing is doing very well. How do you play dice fishing? Roll for bait. Roll all 6 dice, match it to fish. Place matching dice onto. Okay. Reroll again for another shot. And just like Yahtzee, you can roll 2 extra turns. Catch the fish. And provided the fish did not escape, so the fish can escape. And then you have power cards that help you, bigger fish rewards. No turn is ever wasted, that's a good thing. And there's a rulebook. Sounds like a simple, fast game to play. And there are some expansions possible, and metal coins and dice tray. So, board game city, never heard of them. Friendly shipping, I like that. And then the whole tariff story, which is a never-ending story. La, 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 la. Dice fishing looks like simple fun. It's really depending on how good the dice mitigation is. Results. Secret villain. Ooh. Story. We only have risks for 4 to 8 players, pledge levels, rookie hero, tactical hero, veteran hero. Okay. How to play. Choose your alter ego. Mine is Dutch Yoda, but you already knew that. Distribute the role cards. Each player will be given a secret role, deciding whether they must save Neopolis or make sure that the city falls. Then create an event deck and then play. So the how to play part is play. And then it's very bland, it's a very poor page. Come on, there are people out there that know how to build a proper page. I'm one of them because I can judge these things. I have seen the back end part of Kickstarter. You can hire me. I'm not that expensive. I just need a little bit of extra money. Not a lot. Okay, Break of Dawn card game. Again, side menu. You shouldn't be lazy making this page. The Vistas should be able to be lazy and not have to scroll through everything. And especially if you put all the rules on image like this. And it's like that you have neoprene mat, but that doesn't look fully designed. This is a lazy page, not putting any more time in it. Impropriety. Okay, socialize, scandalize, and marry into high society. I don't see anything about AI. It has a solo storybook mode. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. I love this. Oh, what is? It has a name this style, and I totally forgot. I had to help my. It's not Art Nouveau. It's the other one. You had to do artwork, two-sided, basically scrapbook kind of thing. On one side was all Art Nouveau, buildings, gates, whatever. That had Art Nouveau style. The other one had the other one, which I cannot think of, but that's this. Art Nouveau was more straight, but with curves and everything. But yeah, and then you had the other style, and I like this style. Key features, deluxe edition. Magnetic book box, hardcover solo story, book and ball booklet, embossed with gold foil. Ooh, feeling rich already. But how do we play this? Roll and choose your destiny. Ah, it has roll and move. You can move in any direction, but you still move as many spaces as you rolled. Okay. Collect shillings, shop, and gather gossip. It looks pretty, and then it has roll and move. No, sorry, can't do it. Then we have the illiterati. Illiterati. A cooperative survival word game for 1 to 5 players. Nothing about AI. Apparently it already exists, but now it has an expansion, red herrings and white roses. Has anybody in chat played Illiterati? Draw a book to reveal your objective. Use at least 8 letters to spell foods using at least 3 weather icons. Using at least 3, and I'm guessing these are vowels. What food has a C in it? Rice does. Well, that's true. Rice. Anyone got an A? Bacon. 10 seconds left. What do we do with this K? I don't know. Anyone who has a 3-letter word must discard 2 letters from any of their words. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of word games, so it's definitely not for me. We need you. No. You don't need me. And it looks nice. Production quality looks good. Even though it's just overview, but yeah. Nothing weird. And then we have reviews and playthroughs. Anybody? They did their own stuff. Then we have Board Game Co. Before you play. Little Big Thumbs. Hungry Gamer. So yeah. Some of the usuals, which isn't a bad thing. Oh, they also did rival restaurants. Okay. That explains why the artwork looks a little bit similar. But they look nicely. They're already funded. I'm just not a big word game kind of person. Okay, Pafo, mind your business coin. A pocket-sized reminder that actions have consequences. Oh, no, we're not doing that. Then we have chicken fried dice. And watch it. I saw Bounce literally cooking dice. Elfen Dominion, STLs. There's role-playing game. The End is Trending. Tunnels and Trolls from Rebellion, but it's a role-playing game, so I'm gonna skip it. Ada Pocket Party Game. I don't know who's Pocket. Sparkler Cosmic Horror. Step into the... Okay, not sure. Regicide Inferno and Regicide Crown Duels. 2 new Regicide games. Cyberpunk. Official Cyberpunk trading card game. A self-discovery role-playing game. I tried to discover myself, but I was too well hidden. Cat Saga. I did work for them a long time ago. 2025. But they wanted a review. I said I can do playthrough, so I did a playthrough. Then they said, well, can you do a review as well? I'm like, I don't do written reviews, but how can I quote you? Well, watch the video and use a quote from there. But apparently they didn't, so you will not see me come back on this page. Voidball is getting an expansion. Dreadball coming from Mantic. Female and male heads. Just the heads. Off with their heads. 3D printing. Oh, we're at the top, people. We're already at the top. Well, luckily we still have Game Found, but yeah. 3 inches, 10 version games. There's a tank game. I'm guessing T-34 is tank. And Shadows of the Realm. That's just battle maps. So, did anything new appear while we were doing this? Nope. Card holders for tabletop. It's just STL files. Okay. Chicken fried dice. Run your own food truck. That sounds fun. Best game we played this year. Was that 2025 or 2026? Because 2026 is still a long way to go. Oh, we have an AI policy. Let's check AI policy. Human made. We didn't use generative AI in game design, illustration, graphic design, or anything else. We believe that games should be handcrafted and cannot fathom the idea of automating away the joy of creativity. Well put. Let's see, because I know we should see some Bunsenator. There we are. There's a Bunsenator quote. There's so many different ways to score points, but the key is to get them in the most efficient way. Right when I thought I was going to win, the game was over, and now I want to play again. Nice quote. Then anybody else that I know? These pictures look like they're from tabletopping, because they use this wooden background always on their picture. Yeah, we even have an Amanda Panda. And Lincoln is here. Look back. So many people. Wow, they really got a lot of names. Okay, let's scroll down. Yes. How many people do we have? Best Sobel. Neatly, our family plays games. The Dice Nest. What's in the box? Dual layer food trucks. Food station tiles, 40 per truck. Double-sided bonus boards. Ingredient dice. 5 coop wall segments. Orange Ball, flat out games. Sean Stankiewicz. Ryan Guerrero. I don't know all of them. But how to play is by Kofre. But luckily it's not only watch the video, it's like, okay, let's do this. Grab a truck and a marker. Name your truck. Make it a good one. It's all about the hands. Bring in some customers. They have they crave specific ingredients. Plug the ingredients you need before your rivals take them. Write the number from the dice directly onto the customer card. To feed the customer, the numbers in each space need to be equal or higher than the one below it. So this is wrong, this is correct. Okay. If you match the number in this little box, customers will leave you a tip. Ooh, nice. Change the color of the ingredients, re-rolling the basic mitigation. Upgrade your truck to be able to score more points. And then we have some more. We have Anna Maria also here. And Working Co. All in pledge. Chicken fried dice is deluxe by default, but let's go all in. Then you got a nice playmat. Ooh, with a nice wooden fence for the coop. Oh, I do like that. Ooh, chunky, nice, chunky little dice. Yeah. Playmat. And you got critters. Mini expansion. Nice. And then we have Coffrey, Meeple Mountain, Board Game Duck, Taylor's Trick Taking Table, Board Game Co. I play to by our family plays games. Solo modes. Wait, this thing has a solo mode? Okay. I'm curious. And then we have Beyond Solitaire, of course. Why pledge? More people. We've got a truckload of experience. They made the wolves. I like the wolves. There were rumors that there would be an official solo mode for the wolves. That didn't happen. There are 3 ones that I know of. But yeah. It looks like a roll and write of sorts, yeah. Basically fulfill these based on the rolled results. So you roll, you draft the dice, you use the value of the dice to fulfill orders, gain points, gain bonuses, upgrade everything, stuff like that. New to Kickstarter, create an account. No. 49 and the all-in is 89. That's a lot of money for a game that feels a little bit too simple to warrant that price, but everything has got expensive these days, so it's also not a big surprise. Urban Professional Games. It's their first Kickstarter and they reached out to a lot of people. And you will get the game by the end of the year, December, if everything goes well, of course. But yeah, this kind of looks like fun. Then Out of Pocket. Bonson in the back yet? I can shout, Bonds! Dry up and join back into chat. Well, and get dressed also, please. I don't want naked people in my chat. Even though I wouldn't know. A modern party game designed to spark laughter. Wow! A party game that's designed to spark laughter? Slivers, you were getting ready for game night, so I'm guessing you're dressed. And otherwise, I don't want to know how you play Aeon's End. Debate, unforgettable groupness. Oh, no. AI was helped to design a mock... Wait, they designed mock-ups for what now? You needed to have a mock-up for... Wait, this? For this you needed... You needed AI for that? Hi. Twister. Well, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's keep it a little bit family friendly. But I opened the door, I know. This is a rule. It has a rule book. It has starter set, and it has miniatures, and it has ugly cards. And I don't like this page at all. It has a lot of miniatures, but I don't believe they come pre-painted. And you can add on more miniatures, but nothing about how to play the game. So moving on. Regicide Inferno and Regicide Crown Duels. They are doing very well. They are doing very well. This one is 1 to 4 players. The other is a duel game. So that's, well, it's called Crown Duel, so that makes sense. A 2-player duel of swords and sorcery and challenging cooperative card game. Well, that's cooperative. Okay. A 5th suit joins the fray. So we had potions, shields, bards, barbarian, and now we have magic. I don't know. And the other one you battle head to head. Rulebook. Just how mages work, but how to play, read the rulebook. Neoprene mat, always nice if it adds value to the gameplay. Not every game needs a neoprene mat. Neoprene mats are awesome if you have something like cards and such. I wish I knew a little bit more about how to play the game, because the production quality looks nice, the artwork looks nice, but I don't know how to play Regicide. Never played it before, so apparently people are loving it, but that's it. So I'm interested into. It's good. Thank you, Slivers. You have Regicide. It's good, hard but good. So I will put this on a remind me. So I will be reminded that if I have money left to spend. It's on BGA as well? Then I should try it on BGA. Okay, the official Cyberpunk trading card game. Nothing about AI. So they're using stills from the video game, I guess? Or artwork from the video game. Wait, a starter kit that starts at $349. If you need... Oh man, $2,799. Afterlife package. Yeah, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I should kill myself. What the heck, man? Oh wait, we can do more. We can be a Night City legend and spend 8K on one game. On one freaking game. $8,000. Well, sorry, $7,999. Luckily not 99 cents, but you are perma-banned for BGA? What did you do? What did you do, Risto, to get a perma-ban? I know you can be kind of blunt, but get a perma-ban. Oh, well, the starter deck of your choice is just 29, but the starter kit is a lot more. And then you have playmats and everything, all sorts of dice. Hey, wait, they have a website. Let's see. How much are they funded so far? 5.5 million euros? So that was $6.3 million. What the? Did people really back that 8,000? 41 people backed it on the $8,000 level? What? Yeah, you peed off Xate. Yeah, that will do it. Yeah, the Die Hard explains the afterlife package. Yeah, I'm not that into Cyberpunk. Not a video game or whatever, but they are. But $8,000 on one. Oh wait, this one is all gone. This is the David Martinez set, and this was the Adam Smasher. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, and they also had a Rebecca version. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, and they had the Lucina and the Kushinada. I don't know what the difference is between all those sets, but we have 100 backers on that, 100 on those, 100 on that, and then 41. So that's 341. I need a calculator. Why isn't my calculator button? Oh, it is working. It was already open. 341 times 7999 is. So that's already is 2.7 million. Oh, I'm sure of it. Because no board game in the right mind would spend that much on one game in one go. Maybe spread over a while. I have colleagues, and I know my son is very into Pokemon, and I have colleagues that are very into Magic. Yeah, over a spread of like 30 years, yeah, they reach 8 grand easily. My son, not as much. He might have spent a lot on it. I don't think he has hit the 8 grand yet, but yeah. Now he has to save up for the driving lessons, so. Not so far. Okay. But yeah, no, thank you, Cyberpunk, but bye bye. Oh, okay. Cat Saga. I have played this live on stream. It's been a while. I think that was even pre-spiel. So I don't know exactly when I played this one, but I have played this one, Cat Saga. I'm just not here. You don't see me in the videos. I don't know why, but I'm not there. It's their choice, right? Apparently they weren't that happy with my playthrough or whatever, but yeah, I played it. Chateau I did not like as much. Chateau truly had players captivated. Not me. Arctic Roll was kind of cute to see. They have a lot of nice roll and rides, and this is also a roll and ride. You create a cat adventure, explore saga, roll dice, manipulated dice if you need it, and then try to fulfill the adventure based on your dice results. Bans! Slippers wants to know if you're done with your shower yet. And yeah. Lucky photo, lucky artwork. So yeah, I played it. I used this. I think I still have the. No, not here. I think I recently saw. Yeah, it's still here. Look, I still have it. I still have the player board and the rule book. I have 2 cats. Well, oh look, never cleared the results of my playthrough. Still on them. We had Dutch Anakin and Dutch Yoda. Could have used a better pen though. And the whole rule book and the sheets. So yeah, I liked it. It's more an RPG-ish thing, that roll and write RPG kind of thing. But yeah. So even though they don't mention me here, I did like it. Okay, Voidfall is getting an expansion. A Resurgence expansion and a Galactic box reprint. And then don't think Voidfall uses AI, right? No. Never played Voidfall. I know of it. It's a churchy game, right? Because it's Mind Clash. Most likely it's churchy. And because churchy does a lot for Mind Clash. We have Justin Bell. We have Pomponiros. I don't know who that is. Galactic box reprint and nice inlays and everything. If you own no Voidfall, just go all in. If you own the collecting box, just do that. If you own the retail version, do this. I like that they tell you what the best option is. And then as add-on, you have metal structure sets and a nice playmat. New core mechanisms. Psionic agenda offers reusable psionic powers instead of scoring conditions, while increasing the strength of the Voidborn skirmishes. Combat tokens, vanguards. And the artwork is nice. And just never played Voidfall because there are just that many hours in a year that I can play. And I would definitely want to give this one a try. Any reviews? Anybody we know? We have Tabletop Turtle, Nursery Games, Neon Gorilla, Totally Tabled, The Grove, and Gaming Rules. The one person I don't know them no personally, but I think I've talked to twice. Shipping Europe Zone 1 because I know I'm Europe Zone 1. All in 21 euros, but that's without VAT yet. VAT will be added later, right? The applicable will be calculated after the campaign. So, yeah. And you can play it on Tabletop Simulator coming soon, and also no, I want to say also Tabletopia. Might be interested. Then we have Dreadball Romantic. You slam into people, try to conquer the ball, and try to kick it in the goal of the other one. It's kind of like what's that football version with the orcs and everything? There's also a video game, but I forgot the title. Arena 1, 2 players. Arena 2, 2 players. Arena 3, 2 players. Arena 4, 3 to 6 players. Whoa. The other one was set in the Warhammer universe, I believe, or something like that, close to that. Okay, how do we play? Each player is represented by a detailed individual module, as their own strengths and weaknesses. Okay, each action requires a challenge roll, and you can use a card to mitigate. Previews and gameplay, none. Just saying. Shipping and timeline. Shipping will be charged for a pledge manager after the campaign. Same goes with shipping costs include VAT and tariffs. Okay. And then environmental issues review. And then the last one on Kickstarter. Then we move on to GameFound. DVG T34 Leader. It's a solo, I think a solo chit war game about a tank. And now in each battle you select Soviet units will fight against German units. So in this game, I believe the Soviets are the good guys. Just saying. There was a time that, yeah, technically they were the good guys. And that's that period. I used to have one of these leader games. I think I had the Apache before it was then version. I think it was the GMT version. I played it once. I went for Apache because that was, I was like, yeah, I know the Dutch helped develop the Apache, so I was like, yeah, at least then I have some Dutch things on it, and wasn't my type of game. Okay, we have some 8, to be fair, 8 games, and some are role-playing games, so not all 8. We have the Glasgow Train Robbery for Salt and Pepper. We have Galactic Invaders. We have Okalita. We're skipping the realm of Sylvanus because that uses AI. And there has been a heated discussion of AI use in the comment section. I'm not sure if a lot of that has been deleted because I saw some complaints of that as well. And then we're doing Mr. Meeple board game because I need some new shirts and maybe I will see some. Dusk Runners. I believe in January I did a Dusk Runner playthrough on Tabletop Simulator for them. As far as I could tell after a quick look, I don't see my video out here. And then we have Apex Carnivore. So 6 instead of 8. The Glasgow Train Robbery is a cooperative game for 2 players inspired by one of the most infamous crimes in British history. Set in 1960 Scotland, you and your partner take on the role of 2 key members of a criminal crew determined to intercept and rob a high-value train without getting caught. Ooh. Okay. So, if you want to check if something has AI here, sometimes they will mention it. Oh, I hate when it has multiple scrolling levels. We have reviews here, and we have reviews here. Why do we have multiple reviews? And it says different things also. But I don't see anything about AI here, but sometimes you just have to check the FAQ. And there's no FAQ. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt. How to play. Victory. To win, the coordinator must have resolved their 4 plans and the operator the 5th plan, all before running out of time. The 5 plans have to be completed before the train arrives in London. The entire train must remain on the bridge area. So as soon as the train is over the bridge or one part is over the bridge, yeah, you have an issue. So communication, movement, take extra tokens from bag, hideout, event. And then the rest. Resolve a contingency card, resolve a plan card, and rest action. And if you want to learn to really kick Kofre, sometimes I think Kofre goes a little bit too fast, but that's most likely because it, even though I understand English perfectly, sometimes it can go a little bit too fast for me to translate, but they do a good job overall. So yeah, this is one I'm definitely curious about. And it's only like 25 euros. And you can get the game already in July. So yeah. Any stretch goals? More modules, more cards, already unlocked. So that's cool. But it's a 2-player co-op, so I'm curious how that works. Galactic Invaders takes us back to the arcade era. So this is basically Invaders. Yeah. Invaders, but with better artworks. Is it AI? Well, let's check the FAQ. Nope, nothing mentioned, so we don't know for sure. How do we play it? Watch the video. We don't watch the video. Take a look at the game manual. Nope, that's also something. Try the game on Tabletop Simulator. That I might do, if I find some time. Then we have Brad Spielblog, also non-English things. And how much is it? 20 euros for a copy of the base game. It was 16, but yeah. Little box. What's the little box? So medium box. What's Oh, it has 8 copies of the game. Okay, big box. And an add-on is Splash. Initial financing, well, they just started, so they have a time to go. If this is not AI, which it might, and I like to give them the benefit of the doubt, the game does look good. So, yeah. Acolita. This looks weird. It's a solo player. Rewards. Your name in the credits. First episode free. What are we talking about? Anything that tells me, well, this feels like a video game more like a board game. So moving on. So Meeple board game, Mr. Meeple. They are always at Spiel as well. They make cool shirts. I don't need them all, but yeah. Certified cardboard lover. I like the look of that. Board game freak. It definitely looks like a shirt I would wear. Dream Deck ink. Not really my style. The dice look cool. Always red. I don't play always red. I don't play always blue. I prefer to play green. I wouldn't say always green because if somebody else wants green, sure, I'll adjust. I'm not like I'm gonna fight you over it. That's not my style. And then with the Meeple of 2026. So this is not 2026 because there's Ark Nova, Runes of Arnak, and Cascadia in there. I think that's 2024 or 2023. But yeah, you get the idea. Workers, kind of workers. They in there. It gives a little bit of Lemmings feel. Art of Meeple, that kind of looks cool. To-do list, it's sleep, eat, play, repeat. That's one that I want. Available t-shirt colors, black and navy, but they unlocked different colors to vote for. So yeah. Best prices for bundles, new designs and colors, limited campaign only extras, wide range of sizes. Yeah, essence pickup available. That's probably what I'm gonna do anyway. So you get 5 t-shirts for 100 euros. So that's 20 euro a shirt, which is basically nice. Normally 22, but 20. 44 for 2, so it's basically the same as this one. 3 t-shirts, 4 t-shirts at 84. So here's where you get a little bit of the discount. 2 euros, 4 euros, and with 100 a little bit more. Group pledge, all sorts of shirts. 10 t-shirts at 190. Why do we have this? Oh, that's 5 t-shirts. That's 5 t-shirts. Yeah, that's the difference. 190. That's basically 30 euros. So that's a shirt and a half for free. And then 20 plus extra dice tray. I don't need that many shirts, but we have Meeple Castle as a new design. That's almost unlocked. Got some socks, a neck gaiter, classic design reprint, and then you can vote for one. We have the victory path. New colors. I would vote the bright green. That's already unlocked, bright green. And yeah, this one was unlocked. And long sleeves, zip hoodies, the dark green I would pick here, but yeah, I didn't vote. Then we have all sorts of socks, a bow tie, a necktie, and accessories. So yeah, no AI, I know. They are good people. But I need more shirts, so I might get a couple. Then Dusk Runners. I did stuff with Dusk Runners as well. But you won't find me here for some reason. I did like Dusk Runners. I love the look, the comic book feel to it, the raised platform, so you don't are too fiddly with getting the cards underneath and everything. So yeah, I did enjoy my playthrough. It's been a while, but as far as I can tell, I am not on this page with my playthrough. We have One Stop Co-op Shop and some others. So you can go all in, get all the cards, metal tokens, all the add-ons for 115.86 euros. So that would be almost $130. As well as core pledge, gameplay all in, Night Stalker's limited special, become an NPC. Well, that I don't need to be. Next to unlock, more stuff, 3D miniatures, that's not unlocked yet. Extra events, legacy, ancients, action move and action move tracker. That's useful, so you can count how many actions you actually did. What's in the box? Large cards, standees, which work perfectly fine. I don't need the miniatures per se. Pablo, Iggy Pre. Well, I'm not there with the overview either. So, yeah, rules overview. So, yeah, turn order, action phase, and threat phase. So, action phase, you get a free move and do a main action. That can also be a move. And any number of additional actions as long as they can pay the cost. So sometimes card has other actions that you can use. So this one I need to pay a die, so I can do that. And then there comes a threat phase. We see what's happening, and I got lucky. So yeah, I got lucky. I got out. Basically, you draw one, and as soon as you get to the end, that means all these enter the board, and yeah. And then you need to fight monsters, gain items that help you even further, but you can lose items as well. This tutorial's pretty decent. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. I learned the game faster through this than through the rulebook, but I did both. World of Dusk Runners. I love the cartoony feel, and this creature, I think it's cool. Then different heroes. Then we have D3 Meeples, How to Play by Board Game Addicts, and yeah, you don't see my video at all over here, but I did do one. You can find it on my YouTube. Should be there. And that's Dusk Runners. And the last one, Apex. I checked. This is not AI. This is created by somebody. So now you know. 1 to 4 players. It's Apex Carnivore. So we have the Evolution Bundle, which is Apex plus an expansion, the Hunter Pledge, the Pack Instinct Pledge, and Long Pack Medium Premium. This pledge for all who have already got a copy of the starter set at Spiel. I did not, and would like to secure full premium content. So you got this little box at Spiel. Should have gotten that, but sure. We got the Red Panda expansion, and of course a nice playmat, and then multiplayer cards, solo cards, more cards coming based on pledge levels. We also offer stretch goals for Spanish, Polish, Czech, and Dutch. Currently 0-100. The progress towards unlocking each language is displayed. How it works: choose your language at checkout. If 100 people back the project in one language, we print a full edition. By the end of the campaign, if we don't reach 100, the pledge will automatically default to English. Okay. And then you can cancel anytime. You can check regularly by the count of backers for each flag under the corresponding flag. So currently it's 0 for the other languages. Buy back now. Well, that's basically the same. Exclusive promo, free for all. How to play. There we go. Apex fuses the strategy of deck building games with the tension of skill checks, driving A fast-paced, highly thematic battle for survival. Each player starts with an identical deck of base trade cards. Reveal 5 of these cards from the deck to form a trade pool. These are the trades that evolve your deck. Both players draw 5 cards. The player with the most initiative on the cards takes the initiative. Both players activate their trades. Survive the clash. Evolve your species. And natural selection. Basically, pay for the fittest, right? Survival of the fittest. Then become the apex. So it's 1v1. You have a solo play mode, apparently. And you have 3 to 4 player mode. Rulebook, print a play, try it on Tabletop Simulator, and join their Discord, which is a lot. And reviews by people we know. Not the most familiar faces, to be honest. None. Game design, Leah did the graphic design. Hendrik, that sounds very Dutch, to be honest. And Mira, Apex Carnivore. Yeah, cute little doggy. And yeah, the project timeline, always nice. Oh. You could expect the game by the end of the year, beginning of next year. Seems normal. And it's not that expensive, so that's kind of cool. So it's time to do a pick of the week. It still was a 2-hour stream almost. Well, an hour and 45 minutes. Apex looks nice. Dusk Runners, definitely I enjoyed as well, and I know that one. Cat Saga, also one that I worked on, was also nice. Regicide, as I hear, is very good. But yeah, it's, even though they didn't put me on the page, I would put it for Dusk Runners, this one. I did do a playthrough and I really liked it. I wouldn't go all very all in and go for the most expensive one. Base game is good enough. It has some replayability because terrain moves, terrain has effect, and I like the race platform so you can slide cards easier underneath and create a whole level that way. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trying to cheer me up, keep me happy, keep me focused. It's already Wednesday, which means today I have to go vote. We have election a day today for the city. So not the country, not the province. No, these are city level voting, and that doesn't include our mayor, because our mayor just does a job interview and gets the job or not. No, we don't elect our mayors, but we do elect the parties within the city council. So yeah, that's what we're gonna vote for today. Gonna be exciting because basically it will show how it would be compared to, well, the elections that we had like 4 or 5 months ago to see if they did a good job. The new government just started, but sure. Okay, should switch to face cam. Yeah, because Cosmic, I know you want to do something, right? I knew it. There we go. You can also do it while I'm small, but yeah, because see, it still stays pixelated, but yeah, it's harder to tell while like that. So yeah, this is nicer. I know. I agree. This is way nicer. Thank you for doing that. Now we have to find somebody to raid, and for people on YouTube, that's a part that you cannot join. So we're gonna raid. I see the Panda Angels live. And Plan Dash Angel is talking about Dice Tower West. Let's see what they are doing. Great. Panda Angel. Oh. There we go. You don't need an autocomplete, but I already know what I want to type. There we go. Rating Pen Angel, thank you all for being here. I will be back on Thursday with also a crowdfunding game. Argonauts. No AI was used in this one. This game is basically the same artwork that they used about 10 years ago. So that should be cool. You're gonna check out Chicken Fried Dice. Yep, that also looked very cool. Thank you for CNC. You are welcome as usual. So Thursday Argonauts will be a late one, even later than I started today, because there's a member meeting for the baseball team. So I have to join that one first, and then I'll try to leave a little bit early so it wouldn't go too late. But the game isn't that long anyway, right? It's an hour approximately, and that's for 1 to 4 players. And I will be doing the 1-player version. So, see you all hopefully on Thursday. Bye bye.